like to introduce our next speaker. She's my mom, Pat Morris. She's going to speak as our survivor tonight. You may remember her from last year. She had just finished treatment, and she's, oh, I was coming to get you. She's going to,
I'm here.
Yay. Okay, here you go.
I'm following the Blazettes. Now wait a minute.
Okay, here. So, do you want this to hold you right there? Okay, all right. Good job, Mom. Okay, love you, hon.
Hi, everybody. My name is Pat Morris, and I'm not a public speaker. I'm a regular wife, mom, and grandma. But we're all here tonight because of the disease of cancer. Cancer first showed up in our family when our daughter Becky was diagnosed with colon cancer, and we learned the role of caregiving as we watched her go through surgery, and then with the help of Minnesota Oncology, that great staff over there, and Dr. Matthew Gall, we watched her go through the fight of her life with chemotherapy and then on to recovery. And tonight she's here celebrating 5 years as a survivor. Cancer got more up close and personal for me 18 months ago when I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, at Mayo Clinic in Rochester. The doctor wanted me to start treatment the next day, but it was 2 weeks before Christmas, and after watching what Becky went through with chemotherapy, I had decided at my age I was never going to go through that. So he said to me, if you don't go through treatment, you have 2 months. So we had a lot to think about, but I have a very deep faith, and I know where I'm going when I die. But I wasn't sure about going there in the next 2 months. We came home and talked about a lot of things, and reality hit when we planned my funeral, and we decided where to put the hospital bed in our home and which hospice care to use. And that's when Minnesota Oncology and Dr. Matthew Gall re-entered our lives, only this time he was my oncologist. And we met with him, and he came into this little room with his marker and his whiteboard and proceeded to write and talk a mile a minute with words that went right over our head. We did not know what they meant. And we caught the words chop and cocktail and some success with lymphoma. And I said, it's not for me, I'm too old. Well, that man did not listen. And he's very, very persuasive. And the next thing I knew, I was in a chair in the chemo room with tubes and bags, and we were off and running. I want to tell you there isn't a ride at Valley Fair that can hold up to the ups and downs and ins and outs of chemotherapy. It's quite something. I was on a 3-week plan, and every 3rd week I'd come in and I said, that's it, I'm quitting, I can't do it. It's too hard, I can't do it. And he would not listen. He says, the tumors are shrinking, you gotta keep going. Well, I had a wonderful group of supporters who prayed for me and were there for me, and they too would just not let me quit. And somehow I got through that treatment, got through the PET scan, and then I went back in and he told me those wonderful words. I was cancer-free. Awesome. Thank you just did not seem adequate. And right now, I have to take a minute and say a public shout out and a very public thank you to who I think, in my own unbiased opinion, might be the most wonderful caregiver in the world. And that would be my husband, Jim. My husband of 54 years, who was there for me every step of the way, drove me to many appointments, waited in so many waiting rooms, and he was there for me with dark hair, frosted hair, gray hair, no hair, and back to gray. And I really thank you. I love you, honey. All this time I wanted to make it through though, because I knew I had a granddaughter being married in June, and I wanted to make it, and I did make it. We danced at her wedding and had such a good time. We've had the bonus of seeing her have her 1-year anniversary. She's so great. You've probably heard the saying that if there's a pulse, there's a purpose. Well, I still have a pulse, and my purpose tonight is to be up here representing the miracles, the survivors, and thanking all of you in whatever way you are supporting this fight against this dreaded disease. And it's working, or I wouldn't be here. I even got to have a birthday this week, and so I'm so grateful. So thank you, and if I could hug every one of you, I would.
Lost track of where we were. Oh, thank you, Mom. That was awesome. Okay, Katie and Emmy Pruka, can you guys come up? Katie and Emmy are singing a song that was written for Relay for Life, and it has not been sung ever at the Burnsville one, and so we're super excited that they're here tonight to sing it for us.
Together we belong, love soldiers marching on, and we won't slow down until we win this fight. 'Cause it's one dream, one team, in the relay for life. We never forget the ones we've lost for sure. Here's to the brave ones who continue to endure. Your lives we celebrate, our hearts we dedicate, 'cause there is no finish line till we find a cure. So we're watching for you, brothers, together we belong. Love soldiers marching on, and we won't slow down until we win this fight. 'Cause it's one dream, one team, and we relay the light. We relay the light. We relay the light.
At this time, any dove donors, if you could please come down to the track. If you have reserved your dove, head on down and we will release doves.